I'm Margaret Kerrigan, and this is Art Market Minute from ArtNet Pro. It's Monday, October 20th, and these are the top market stories going into the week. There were signs of life in London last week, with some dealers at Frieze feeling more sanguine than they did in 2024. Pace CEO Mark Glimcher joked with me that last year was so bad that he skipped it. But he was at the gallery's booth this time, where William Monk's latest paintings were on view. 11 had sold at prices up to $295,000 by the time I caught up with Glimcher towards the end of the VIP day on Wednesday. That $200,000 zone seemed to be the sweet spot for a lot of dealers, and a lot more material moved for under that. It's still a buyer's market, and lower-priced works are continuing to sell well, and time-tested artists are holding their value. Only a handful of sales in excess of $1 million were reported, mostly by Hauser & Wirth at Frieze Masters, where the gallery had a lot of blue-chip material on offer. That doesn't read as a full market rebound to me, but plenty of emerging dealers in the focus section of Frieze London told my colleague Kate Brown that they were learning to be patient and recalibrating what success looks like. At Frieze Masters, more accessible price points are winning over younger collectors, as Vivian Chow reported. Glimcher told me that the mood isn't as bad as a few months ago when, quote-unquote, everyone was so excited not to buy. He said he's looking forward to Art Basel Paris, which opens tomorrow, and why wouldn't he be, with a well-known Modigliani and a Picasso that Gertrude Stein once owned on his stand. There's plenty more to look forward to, such as Frieze's next chapter in Abu Dhabi in November. A collector who lives in Dubai and London told me at the Arts Club's swanky patrons party last Wednesday night that when it comes to art, it's all in Abu Dhabi now. Also boosting London's market spirits last week were some solid evening auctions. Christie's 20th and 21st Century sale on Wednesday sold $143 million worth of art, a 30% jump from the equivalent sale last year. The top lot was a Peter Doig painting that soared beyond its estimate, selling for $19.2 million. Sotheby's London scored a win Thursday evening with a 1975 Francis Bacon painting that sold for $17.6 million after a nearly 20-minute bidding battle. The house's contemporary art evening sale totaled $63.3 million, up 26.5% from last year. Both Christie's and Sotheby's achieved a sell-through rate of nearly 90%. However, Phillips' contemporary evening auction brought in $13.9 million, a 32% drop from the same sale last year. The evening's top lot was a 1982 Basquiat, which sold for $3.2 million. Sean Kelly Gallery will cease public exhibitions at its Los Angeles outpost, which opened in 2022. After the current show ends on November 1st, the space will serve only for private viewings. The move reflects broader struggles across the West Coast art scene, where a string of high-profile closures have unfolded, including Blum, Tanya Bonachter's LA branch, and Altman Siegel in San Francisco. The City of Angels had attracted major galleries in recent years, spurred by the launch of Frieze LA in 2019. Sean Kelly's LA branch was led by Thomas Kelly, son of the founder, and intended to operate independently with a regional focus. Going forward, the gallery will prioritize its New York flagship, international fairs, and some other major projects, according to a spokesperson. That's it for this week. You can get more details on these stories on news.artnet.com. Make sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, or wherever else you get your podcasts, to stay up to date on the latest news in the art market. And please also take a minute to rate and review us to help others discover what we're doing. Art Market Minute is produced by Sonia Manalili and me, Margaret Kerrigan. Thanks for listening, and see you next week.